Hola y buenos días. Yo soy el Señor Morris. ¿Cómo están ustedes? Today, you'll be taking the evaluation for Unit 5. Okay? Now, if you haven't studied this material yet, you'll be taking it as a pre-test to give us an idea of how much you can understand. Now, if you've already studied this material, then you should do just fine. All of the items on the evaluation should be pretty familiar to you if you've finished it. Okay? Now, whether you've studied the material or whether you have not yet studied it, just relax and do the best that you can. And remember, whether you're taking it as a pre-test or a post-test, remember to use your test-taking skills. Answer the ones you know, mark through the answers as you use them so that you don't end up repeating an answer for 2 questions. Also, be sure that you match up the question that you're answering with the response that you're giving so that you don't get your numbers off. Let's go ahead and start by filling in the information at the top of the evaluation form. Okay? Go ahead and write in your name and your teacher's name. And now, if you're taking this test before you've had a chance to study the material, it's a pre-test, and you'll circle pre-test. If you've already studied the material in this unit, circle post-test so that we'll know that you're taking this test after you've studied the material. Okay, ahora vamos a empezar. For numbers 1 to 6, I'd like you to identify these different vacation destinations. Okay? Select the vocabulary word from the key over here and write the letter of your response next to the corresponding number. Let's go ahead and begin now with number 1. Please find the vocabulary word for that vacation destination. Write the letter of your response next to number 1. Let's continue now. See if you can find the name of this vacation destination. Write the letter of your response next to number 2. Let's continue now with number 3. This vacation destination. See if you can find the name for this in the answer key. Write the letter of your response next to number 3. And continuing now with number 4. This vacation destination. See if you can find the name in the answer key. Write the letter of your response next to number 4. And let's look now at number 5. Please find the name of this vacation destination. In the answer key, write the letter of your response next to number 5. And the last one in this section, number 6. Hopefully you only have one answer left. Write the letter of that response next to number 6. There, I told you you'd probably recognize all of these things. Now, on numbers 7 through 10, okay, let's go ahead and look at those. I would like for you to identify the type of weather from each of these. Find the descriptor over here in the key, write the letter of your response next to the corresponding number, and let's start with number 7. Find what that weather's doing in the answer key, write the letter next to number 7. And let's look now at number 8. What is this weather doing? See if you can find the answer in the answer key. Write the letter of your response next to number 8. Let's look now at number 9. Oh, yeah. See if you can find a descriptor for that weather in the answer key. Write the letter of your response next to number 9. And the last one in this section, number 10. Oh, look at that wind coming down there, those icicles. See if you can find the descriptor for this weather. In the answer key, write your answer next to number 10. Muy bien. Well, you're halfway finished now, okay? There's only a few more to go. You need a second to stretch out your fingers from all that nervous tension you got going there. Go ahead and take that. For numbers 11 to 15, I'd like you to identify the different means of traveling while you're on vacation, okay? Find your answer over here in the answer key. Write the letter of your response next to the corresponding number. Let's go ahead and get started on these with number 11. Find this type of transportation in the answer key. Write the letter of your response next to number 11. And let's continue now with number 12. What is this called? Find the answer in the answer key. Write your response next to number 12. And let's follow that with number 13. What is this conveyance called? Find the answer in the answer key. Write your response next to number 13. And after 13 comes number 14. See if you can find the name of that in the answer key. Write the letter of your response next to number 14. And the last one in this section, number 15. See if you can find the name of that conveyance in the answer key. Write the letter of your response next to number 15. All right, we're moving along really well now. Let's continue now on numbers 16 through 20. I'd like for you to identify these things associated with traveling. Now, as always, select your response from the answer key and write the letter of your response next to the corresponding number. Okay, I think you're getting the hang of this pretty well, so let's go ahead and start with number 16. What are they called? The answer is over there in the answer key. Write the letter of your response next to number 16. Follow that up with number 17. Got to have this if you're going on vacation. What is it called? Find your response in the answer key. Write the letter next to number 17. And let's look now at number 18. This place where you might stay while you go on vacation. Find this in the answer key and write the letter of your response next to number 18. Let's look now at number 19. If you're going on vacation, you might go to this place to have your travel arranged. Find this in the answer key, write your response next to number 19. And finally, number 20. This is a place where you might go to eat while you're on vacation, and you'll certainly only have one answer left. I hope it matches this. Number 20. Well, that's it, except, of course, for the extra credit question. Okay, the extra credit question. And teachers, you can award this as you see fit. For your extra credit question today, please write your age in Mayan bars and points. So go ahead and write your age in Mayan bars and points right here. Well, that's it. Please turn your evaluation into your teacher right now. How did it go? Did you recognize some of those things? If you'd covered the material already, did you recognize all of those things? Well, I hope so. Teachers, if you would like, I'm going to go ahead and grade the test now, and you can have your students follow along and grade the test with me so that we can get that all done at once. If you'd prefer not to, you can find this in your teacher's guide. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay. These different vacation destinations, well, the first one here is the forest, and in Spanish that's el bosque, letter E. Letter E. Number 2, okay, we see the river running along that, el río, letter B. Number 2 is letter B. The next one we see here, a lot of sun, a lot of sand, a lot of beach. That is letter A. Number 3 is letter A. Okay, number 4. We can see that there are some mountains here. This is the mountains. And in Spanish, that is las montañas. Letter D. Okay, the next one. Number 5, big area of water. It's not moving like in a river. This is a lake, or el lago, letter C. Number 6, hot, sun, got cactus, el desierto, which fortunately is the one we have left for letter F. So there are your answers for 1 through 6. Go ahead and check those on your papers right now. And then we'll move on down to this bottom part where we're talking about the different types of weather. Let's see. This first one. Well, he's making a snowman. That must mean it's snowing, or está nevando. Letter D. In number 8 here, we have a different type of precipitation falling out of the sky. And that's rain. Está lloviendo, which is letter C. Number 8 is letter C. Number 9 is over in the desert. You know that in the desert it's bound to be hot. That's right. Hace calor, which is letter A. Number 9 is letter A. And finally, in the mountains that we can see the wind whipping through, there are icicles. It's cold. Hace frío. Letter B. So here are your responses for numbers 7 through 10. Go ahead and check those on your paper right now. How you guys doing so far? Pretty good? I hope so. I don't mean for this to be difficult for you. Hopefully by now you're saying, Senor Morris, I know all of that stuff really well. It's really easy for me. So I hope you're saying that. Let's continue now with the second page of this evaluation when we talk about the different means of travel. Let's go ahead and look at this first one here. Oh yeah, the big old ship. Yeah. And that is un barco, letter D. Number 11 is letter D. The next one, okay, that's kind of a cognate, es un autobús, letter B. Number 12 is letter B. The next one there, number 13, that's kind of a cognate again. That's a train in English. In español, un tren is letter C. Un tren. The next one that we see there, a big old jetliner, es un avión. Un avión, which is letter E. And finally, the last one we see down here is a car, which is a cognate in Spanish, es un auto, letter A. So here are your answers for the next bunch there. Okay? Go ahead and get those checked on your paper. And let's look at this last bunch here. These are the different vocabulary words that we talked about, and let's look at those right now. The people who travel are called travelers, and in Spanish son viajeros. Viajeros. Letter B. Number 17. You're going to need this to travel. That's money, and in Spanish es dinero. Letter C. Number 17 is letter C. The place where you stay when you go on vacation. This one's really easy. It's a cognate. Es un hotel. Letter D. Es un hotel. The place where you go to make your travel plans is called a travel agency, agencia de viajes. Letter A. Number 19 is letter A. And so number 20, that only leaves us one answer. This, where you go to eat, es un restaurante, letter E, un restaurante. So these are your answers for those. Okay, we have one more now. And this one requires you to answer individually. So let's go ahead and look at it. The extra credit says, write your age in Mayan bars and points. Well, your answers may differ, but I'd like to remind you that a bar means 5, so if you have 2 bars and 1 dot, that will be 11. If you have 1 bar and 4 dots, that will be 9. So if you need to refer back to that activity sheet where we were talking about the Mayan bars and points to grade that, you can do it. And not all answers will be the same for that. Okay. Well, that's it for this evaluation. Thank you all for participating. I hope you all did well. I hope that you've enjoyed it. And students and teachers, I hope that you feel that you've gotten a lot out of this year. Okay? So until we see each other again, hasta luego y adiós.